So today we're doing something really cool. We're going to an entrepreneurs event in Bali. It's going to be around 100 entrepreneurs between the age range of 20 to like 30s, which is really cool. And the idea of it is to show you that you can have your own business, and there's lots of people out there who are doing their own thing and are traveling entrepreneurs around the world. It's really cool because I started hosting events last year for around 100 to 150 people. I did it for free, and the point of it was to bring people together, to network, to inspire, and also make new business connections and business deals, and I've seen great success from it. My friend today has an international community of entrepreneurs. He's hosting a party in an incredible house for, as I mentioned, a lot of people. I can't wait to show you guys the entrepreneur world that's in Bali, so let's go. Over there. Perks of living on a main road is no one knows where you live. Oh, I think it's that car. So to provide some context, me and David used to host events together last year for like 100, 150 people. And David, with his new business partner, Thomas, has turned it into this fantastic thing now. And, you know, we've got an incredible house. This will be really good energy as well. This house has a lot of good energy.
Yeah, I'm excited. We had fun with the Christmas event. That was wild. We had so many like big entrepreneurs coming. We had some really cool influencers. Just like the who's who of Bali was there, and it's so much more intimate when you do like the villas, you know, because then you can kind of compensate, you can build those relationships.
Absolutely.
You can't do that in the club because it's just like loud fucking music.
Yeah, for sure.
But then match and pair that with just the villas, like we've got the
Should we do a tour?
Like, it's sick. Like,
yeah.
Let's do a tour. Let's show you guys
let's do it. Let's do a tour.
Here.
So this house actually. Like, this house was kind of like the turning point for me, because this is when, like, before people realized, like, when I left Dubai and when I lost, like, a lot of my money and I lost my security, I remember coming to Bali with £500 in my account and being invited to a house like this for some good friends who were throwing a party last year really kind of helped me, I don't know, just kind of like get back into the swing of things and get my motivation back. And also, like, it's beautiful, and I remember just sitting down and taking it all in, and it was absolutely amazing. So this place has a special part of my heart, and to be able to have it available for like Alex, so he can be able to host his like amazing events here and stuff, is going to be really cool. I will live here one day. I will. It's my favorite house in Bali. So it's I think it's 3 bedrooms, which is really nice. The cool thing about this is because of a lot of the gentrification in Bali, the properties are getting smaller, you don't have your gardens, and it's quite expensive for what you get. And I love something like this because I just want a big house with 6 dogs running around in the garden being free, and this is the perfect venue for it as well. So like you have so much nature, and you can see the sunsets from here, the sunrise are beautiful. I mean, look at the garden, the birds, the tweeting, you've got the pool. There's also a little gym over there, which is really cool. Yeah, and like the cool thing about, it's just insane. That's all I want to do. I just want to walk around here on a morning with my cup of coffee. My staff are paid. My staff are continuing to get paid days off and benefits. The business is growing, and I get to sit and play with my dogs knowing that I'm providing value to people and everyone's getting paid. So, yeah. It's insane. It's insane. I love it. I love this house. The staff are amazing as well. Something that I don't think you particularly get in the US or the UK is like the staff who work here. There's people who work for the house to make sure that the house is okay, the house is looked after, and it's really nice because like, look at it, it's fucking beautiful. So now we're gonna start asking some entrepreneurs some questions about how they got started, what they're currently doing, and advice for you, so you can understand that there's lots of people out there in the world that are building businesses. They're throwing themselves into the deep end, and this is undeniable proof that you can do it too, and you can build something for yourself. So let's go. So who are you and what do you do?
My name's Giovanni, and I run an SMMA, a social media marketing agency. I'd say full-time about 7 months now.
So my name's Isa and I own a social media agency for short form videos.
Hey guys, I'm David Alexander. I am a digital nomad entrepreneur, live in Bali. I run a digital agency working in AI automation and digital marketing, and I also run one of the largest entrepreneurial communities here in Bali.
So I'm Thomas Wolf. I do crypto exchange, sports betting, and consulting for crypto projects.
My name is Jack Summer. I'm currently doing e-commerce, and I'm trying to become an expert at TikTok Shop.
How and why did you get started?
Yeah, so I've always kind of wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I started off as a real estate agent back in my hometown in Australia, but I found that didn't give me the fulfillment that I hoped for. Did give me the location freedom, didn't really give me the time freedom, and I wanted to find a way to kind of have all three.
I was surrounded by a lot of people who were entrepreneurs, and I saw the freedom that they created for themselves. I saw how they were constantly working on bettering themselves as leaders and working on their money mindset and creating a life that they promised to themselves, doing it with other people, and I thought it was just so inspiring, and just being surrounded by these people really inspired me to do the same thing. And yeah, it was a no-brainer for me to start and do something for myself.
Good question. So what inspired me to become an entrepreneur? Well, from the age of 12 years old, I realized very early on, if I wanted to get what I wanted in life, I needed to take action and do it myself. My parents said, you want that bike? Well, we're not going to give it to you, so you're going to make money to make it. So what did I do? I went and bought Oreos, a bulk buy, and I bought Chubba Chubs, and then I went door to door, and I sold them to raise money to buy my first bike. And from that experience, I learned sales. And that's where it all started. And it's brought me to this day now.
So back in university, I pretty much just got into sports betting by coincidence when I was watching the Rugby World Cup. And just from learning how to bet and seeing the price differences, I started doing arbitrage with sports betting. And then after that, it already growing pretty good while I was in university. I finished my finance degree still, but I wanted to just travel and do my own thing. And I didn't know what would come after that, but I just wanted to be adventure and an experience of at least doing and trying that.
So I started doing entrepreneurship probably when I was 16 or 17. I've always been the type of kid that has run his own businesses. I was selling candy, AirPods, fidget spinners, anything I could get my hands on from as young as I could remember, and getting in trouble in class for doing it. I've just always loved it. I've never been one who liked working within a structure or a specific framework. And then when I was in college during my freshman and sophomore summers, I did door-to-door sales. When I did this, I did it for a Fortune 500 company. And even though I had a lot of autonomy doing this, I was able to manage my own team and kind of run it how I wanted to do things. Even the little things that they would tell me to do, I just, a lot of the stuff I didn't agree with, or I didn't like that, okay, they have this way of doing it, and this is not the best way to do it, but I still have to do it this way. And so going through that experience, I learned that I definitely wanted to do my own thing. I wasn't a good fit for just taking orders and doing kind of someone else's work. And so I've just kind of always known that, I wanted to do my own thing. And so I've done a lot of different things in the interim, but that's where I'm at now.
What advice have you got for people who want to become an entrepreneur?
I think the biggest thing that helped me is to not be afraid to make less money at the start, because I was making good money in my real estate gig and it was comfortable, and I could have stuck with it and made a good income, but it wasn't the life I wanted for myself, and I was willing to risk embarrassment, risk failure to go out and make this work. And I think my biggest advice would be, don't be scared of failure, don't be scared of making zero money, because at the end of the day, it's not about the money, right?
Okay, so number one would be do it scared. Do it even though your voice shakes, do it even though it makes you nervous, do it even though if you have no one in your family who's an entrepreneur, just do it. You learn as you go, and for me, I've learned that it's not about the results of creating financial freedom or whatever goal you have, whatever reason you have for being an entrepreneur. It's about the journey and building character and building skills and meeting people and creating a life that just excites you. And just the thrill of that is why you should become an entrepreneur and not for the results. And then second, don't be afraid to ask for help. I know that I had a lot of pride at the beginning. I was no, I can figure it out for myself. But in hindsight, it is much better to ask for help and just really feel supported in the process of building a business, because a lot of people underestimate it. So I would say just ask and it's given.
if you're an entrepreneur just starting out, stay focused, be persistent. No matter what challenges come, the bigger the problem, the higher reward. So just push through it and it'll work. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, so just whatever the individual skill is, they got to figure out what drives them, what they're passionate about, and just keep learning, keep improving that skill, meet people, and just go for it. I think it's the most important one.
So the biggest thing I would say to someone considering entrepreneurship is that entrepreneurship is definitely not for everyone. And the reason I say that is because the lifestyle of an entrepreneur is very, very, very different than like a normal person. And most of your friends, especially like people you grew up with, most people's parents, they're not entrepreneurs. Like they're used to be able to take the weekends off or go on vacation, do this, do that. When you're an entrepreneur, like, yes, you can kind of go do whatever. Like it's your business, you're running the show. But at the same time, like to really be successful as an entrepreneur, that's a full-time job. Like the world never stops, and so you never stop. And so I would say, one, you want to make sure that just kind of like looking at the lifestyle of an entrepreneur, like that's what you're looking for. And then I say the second thing is just confidence, because you can learn anything along the way. But if you don't have the confidence in yourself and in what you're doing, like you're going to find a million reasons to not succeed. You're going to find there's plenty of outs that will be given to you along the way. Your friends, your family, everyone's going to tell you that you should go get something secure, that this isn't going to work, that this is a bad idea. And if you listen to any of those voices, you're doomed. So you got to make sure that you're very like self-assured, and that you see the vision and you're not going to let go of it.